What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, back again with yet another little video here for you guys. And as you guys can see here on the left hand side of your screen, a pretty sick multicam plate carrier. Now these are one of the plate carriers we've been waiting for a while. We knew these were coming, but we didn't say anything because, well, these things are hella exciting. So basically what you guys are seeing right here is essentially that. This is the R-series from WST. So basically what it is, it's basically a Christmas hamper, but for men, as you guys can see there. So basically, first things first, it is a plate carrier, much like pretty much any other plate carrier that there is on the market right now for airsoft, but this one is ever so slightly different. So, as I'm sure most of you guys know by now, that the sort of, I want to say, the bleed between real steel and airsoft is becoming a little bit more of a blurred line these days as such, because I mean, let's be honest, a lot of the real steel guys are getting involved in airsoft because of, you know, the muscle memory, the training aspect behind it and that sort of thing, and of course the ability to be able to dress up like your favorite video game character and go out and live your fantasies or whatever it is that you guys do with your airsoft. It's there. And obviously a lot of airsofters are now starting to move over to the real steel world because of, well, you know, they've got the experience with replica firearms and that sort of thing, and majority of airsofters are mainly gamers and that sort of thing, so of course it's just the natural progression of things. Now in the past, the sort of crossover between real steel and airsoft as far as equipment goes was always quite a solid line. You could use real steel stuff for airsoft obviously, but it is substantially more expensive. But you couldn't use airsoft stuff for real steel because the quality just wouldn't add up to it. Now, WST is one of the first guys that have done that whole sort of thing where you can basically use one product for both. Whereas, like, for example, like the V5s, those sort of plate carriers from WST were real steel compatible. You're starting to see other brands, things like Yakida and that sort of thing, that are making airsoft equipment, that are able to be used in the real steel world because they will live up to the expectation and they will hold. So it is becoming a more common thing nowadays. So yeah, now moving on to the R-series from WST. This is exactly one of those things where it is available to use in airsoft and real steel. So these are real steel compatible. You can put real plates in these, they will hold, it will do the job just fine. So definitely something worth looking at. So obviously in the box, in this awesome little hamper, you get that kit right there. So it is essentially everything you need to build that, essentially, and that's how it comes. Nice sort of exciting little package as such. So basically, when you buy one of these, you're going to get it in a box. Putting it together is entirely your deal, not us, because let's be honest, that's where majority of the fun is. Let me just move this a bit closer. There might be a bit of vibration on the camera, I apologize. Anyway, okay, so in the box you're going to be getting your straps. Okay, now these straps are a little bit more advanced than most. Now, as most of you guys would have known with plate carriers and JPCs or anything of that sort of style, you do have your cummerbund that needs to flip up, and of course you rip out these little panels right here, and that will of course release the vest and be able to take it off and put it on, whatever the case may be. Now obviously over time Velcro and that sort of stuff does wear out and it does become less Velcro-y, if that's even a word. So yeah, minor little issues, but of course things that'll happen down the line in the future. Now WST has thought a little bit ahead and have added those little things right there. So basically what this does is it slots into the side there, and of course that gives you a lot more of a stable platform for your Velcro to hang on to, and of course it is less strain and less tension on the Velcro, which means your Velcro is going to last a whole lot longer. So yes, you do get those type of straps. You get a dangler pouch, of course. There is your cummerbund, or your placard, sorry, not cummerbund, is your placard. Now, the interesting thing about the placard is just the placard on its own. As you guys will see, you've got these sort of quick release clips on the front here and on the top. Now, that is a little bit of an annoyance in some ways, I know, because it is going to get in the way. But now, the reason for that is the R-series is basically one of your most modular sort of vests that you can, if I can get this out of the packet, then I'll be able to show you guys. Okay, there we go. So there is your placard. Now to mount it to the vest, you're going to be using these Velcro straps right here. That'll do your job to mount onto the vest right there. Now, of course, these clips are still going to be there. They're going to be in the way, or not necessarily in the way, but they are always going to be there. Now, the reason for that is, as an additional part from WST, you get these straps here and this little kit right here, which will therefore turn it into one of those sort of lightweight rigs like the WST, the Mark III. As you guys are pretty sure, well, let me rephrase that, as I'm pretty sure most of you guys are aware, because they are probably one of the most popular sort of rigs that the guys are using nowadays, especially in summer, because it is obviously a lot lighter. There's a lot more sort of exposed body. I could never, but nevertheless it works well for the heat. So yes, you can basically use this placard to make a completely new or completely different type of rig, essentially, all complete in the one kit. Obviously you just need to get a few extra little bits separately from WST, which we can bring in for you, and you can pretty much do what your imagination lets you. Also, what's interesting to note is that you can just turn these into backpacks. There is a sort of kit that you get with the R-series, or kit that you can get for the R-series, should I say, that will turn essentially into a backpack, in other words, basically. Awesome little kit, very modular, and yeah, okay. So there's your shoulder pads. So you do come with a set of shoulder pads like that. Now you've got another little AR pouch that mounts onto the side, pretty much left or right, it's entirely up to you. So that comes with it. And of course a radio pouch, also designed to mount on the side with this extra little Velcro flap right here, which just gives it a little bit more stability, and that is obviously designed to fit in underneath your placard over there, depending on what side you go for. These, it's little soft armor panels, but where they actually go, I am yet to figure out. So if any of you guys actually own one of these yet, or own one of these already, because yes, we have had them for a little bit, we've just been holding a little bit longer just to do the video. So yeah, anyway, so if any of you guys have one of these and you have used them and you know what these are for, please let me know, because I cannot find any information on this whatsoever. WST is busy going through a bit of a change on their website, so of course their sort of department on that side aren't responding to any emails at the moment because they hella busy that side. So yeah, anyway, and of course last but not least, your main front and rear panels. So basically, okay, there we go. So basically everything that you guys see in this little box right here is essentially everything you need to tap into your childish excitement and basically build yourself what is essentially probably, if I could not do that, that would be great, to build what is essentially probably one of the most awesome modern modular vests that you can get on the market. And of course they are fitted with all YKK zips. So of course on the rear panel you guys are going to be seeing this little zip panel right here. That is so that you can fit one of these awesome little backpack panels from WST. This is sold separately, but it is designed to fit onto the R-series, and of course it just zips straight on, and you can obviously put your hydration pouch and extra mags for your buddies in the back there, as well as a little bit of a first aid kit, God forbid, should you ever need one. So yeah, there it is. Awesome little vest. And yeah, now that they're finally here and we can finally tell you guys about them, super excited to hear what you guys think about these. Drop it down in the comments, let us know what you guys think. And of course, if you put this little code right here, you're going to get yourself a 5% off a pack of the R-series vest. So, you know, Black Friday is on the way, Christmas is on the way as well, so maybe it's time to spoil yourself. So definitely go ahead and check out the R-series from WST, and don't forget your discount code and get yourself a 5% off this awesome little Christmas hamper right there. So yeah, that pretty much brings this video down to a close. So guys, as always, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, keep us going, and of course comments, criticisms, praises, whatever it is all welcome down there in the comments. So get to it, and yeah, we'll see you guys in the next video. Guys, as always, I'm Section, stay classy, and above all, call those hits, and we'll see you guys in the next video.